Did you know that the US government has the ability to use weather as a military weapon? Operation Popeye was a classified weather modification program conducted by the US military during the Vietnam War. The US used cloud seeding to prolong the monsoon season in Vietnam in order to hinder enemy movements and destroy their supply routes. Operation Popeye was successful, but when it was released to the public in 1971, it caused a lot of outrage and controversy due to the fact that it had displaced countless innocent Vietnamese citizens. They actually talked about it briefly on CBS News.
Well, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds.
In the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War to wash out the Viet Cong.
And it doesn't stop there. In partnership with the CIA in 1968, Gordon MacDonald, a top presidential science advisor, wrote a chapter in a book called Unless Peace Comes, Scientific Forecast of New Weapons. His chapter is called How to Wreck the Environment. In it, he talks about how the weather can be altered to use as a weapon against our enemies. Processes such as cloud seeding, atmospheric heating, and the creation of artificial storms, floods, and droughts. Owning the Weather in 2025 is a document that was produced for the US Air Force in 1996. You can literally buy a copy on Amazon or you can read it online for free. It explores the possibility of controlling and manipulating the weather for military purposes. However, it's been criticized due to the fact that it could be a violation of international treaties such as EMOD from 1978, which you can read about in the Department of State archives. So while they've technically been restricted from using these technologies as a military weapon, there's nothing stopping them from using them here in the US, which they clearly are. More on that in my next video.